Even Floyd, like when you make yourself like we got issues over your anger, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money is gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Wow.
Are Floyd's comments potentially in breach of contract? He could blow the whole fight up and never fight and also have taken a cash advance on the fight he may not ever have. He's broke. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance. Essentially going, cool, I need that money now. Who cares?
Reports suggest Floyd Mayweather is dealing with a significant tax-related financial issue. The IRS has reportedly taken action involving certain assets over an alleged $7.3 million tax debt, which is said to be connected to outstanding liabilities from 2018 and 2026.
There is being targeted by the IRS over unpaid taxes, with some of his properties and assets being held on lien until the full balance is paid off, and if not, said assets will be fully taken away. This report comes from Business Insider, but is also now being reported by Ring Magazine, in which they reveal that the IRS has filed a lien versus Mayweather in Las Vegas, currently putting a hold on Mayweather's Vegas property due to unpaid taxes stemming from 2018 and 2023 that have now ballooned to $7.3 million.
This issue reportedly goes beyond an ordinary financial dispute. Authorities are said to have already placed restrictions on property connected to Mayweather in Las Vegas, while the outstanding balance remains unresolved. Should the debt continue to go unpaid, those properties could ultimately be subject to seizure.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
The tax issue comes at a significant moment for Mayweather, who is already facing increased attention over questions related to his business activities and speculation about a potential second fight with Manny Pacquiao. With both subjects already generating discussion, the reported tax problem has introduced yet another financial matter surrounding the former champion.
He's like, Mayweather's broke. I said, no. He's like, no, really. Mayweather's broke. Now, I don't know if it's true.
Right.
This is what this guy told me. I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
Yeah.
Spends like
I
crazy.
mean, it only could go but so long. I mean, and you're not fighting.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Mayweather even doing any goofy like that.
But you would think that your investments would continue to grow.
Right.
As long as you keep your spending.
Mayweather has described the proposed second meeting with Pacquiao as an exhibition event. However, some reports indicate that the bout could potentially be organized under professional fight rules instead, if the financial or contractual responsibilities tied to the arrangement are not fulfilled. The situation could lead to further legal complications. Adding to the uncertainty, allegations have surfaced that Mayweather may have pledged the same fight agreement against Alone, raising further concerns about his financial position beyond what is visible publicly.
Is that what's his feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said.
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
Is Fear still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still happening then.
He has to remember that.
But it's still on? It's still happening?
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so There's no reason why,
Why wouldn't?
yeah.
Additional reports claim that several gyms linked to Mayweather have closed amid alleged disputes involving unpaid employees and outstanding lease expenses. One of the facilities was reportedly acquired by Manny Pacquiao and later reopened under a new name. At another location, workers are said to have left after allegedly going without their wages, raising further concerns about how these businesses were being operated.
I boxed everybody. I boxed everybody. And it's so crazy. Like, I had a lot of great days. I had a lot of bad days in the gym. But I tell them I never have bad paydays.
Dimitri Salita told me a story that one time a big heavyweight, a known heavyweight, challenged you. You told Leonard to go get your bag and you dropped him with the body shot.
In a boxing gym, it don't count. You can have good days, you can have bad days. A lot of times guys do good in the gym. They be happy. They feel like if you done good with Floyd Mayweather in the gym, oh, I want a world title, Well, you got to really look at this now. Slow down. You go home to an apartment. I go home to a palace. There's a difference.
Now, Floyd.
When you say your name, when they say these fighters' names, they say thousands and millions. When you say Money Mayweather, you say.
At this point, neither Mayweather nor his attorneys have reportedly provided a comprehensive public explanation, leaving important details unresolved. With alleged tax liabilities, business disputes, and contractual concerns all emerging around the same period, the circumstances remain complex. Whether the issues are eventually handled behind closed doors or escalate into a larger financial and legal dispute, they could present a significant challenge for Mayweather beyond everything he accomplished inside the ring.
That money to the IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
it's
pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money that there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats.
His position does not necessarily amount to an endorsement of the controversy. Instead, he is looking at the circumstances through the lens of someone familiar with the financial side of boxing. His reasoning centers on the negotiating power that can come from receiving funds before an event, provided the agreement is designed to protect that position. If Floyd was paid ahead of time and the contract was structured accordingly, then changing the event from a professional fight into an exhibition would not automatically indicate that the deal had failed. In Bradley's view, such a change could simply reflect a calculated business strategy.
I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money.
From this perspective, the situation may be consistent with the calculated approach Mayweather has displayed throughout his career. While the circumstances might look disorganized from the outside, Bradley's interpretation leaves open the possibility that Floyd has been deliberately handling his financial responsibilities while avoiding unnecessary strain and adapting his decisions to where he is in life today. Now approaching his 50s, Mayweather may simply be taking part in events only when the opportunity fits his priorities.
It's basically free money. So we know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement.
The current situation seems to reflect a tension between Mayweather's business-focused decisions and the responsibilities attached to agreements involving him as a professional boxer. That gap could create serious complications if expectations on either side are not aligned. Bradley's comments also suggest another possibility. Floyd may have relied on funds received in advance to address some of his existing financial commitments. If that happened, The circumstances might represent deliberate financial planning rather than an attempt to deal with immediate financial hardship. Even so, the reported IRS matter, contractual obligations, and ongoing dealings with business partners continue to place considerable pressure on Mayweather.
I just know that money he received, I'm pretty, man, damn it, I don't know for sure, but damn it, I'm probably about, I know I'm 85, 90%. I'm telling you, because I don't think he'll be doing this. You know, this is business. So he's just saying, I understand it was a real fight, but now I want to change it. I want to change it now. I got my advancement. Now I want to change it.
While Bradley's analysis centers on the financial and contractual side of the proposed matchup, Shane Mosley is more concerned with what could happen once Mayweather and Pacquiao are inside the ring together. His assessment carries particular weight because Mosley has personally faced both fighters. Rather than predicting a definite winner, Mosley remains cautious in his evaluation. He believes Mayweather may no longer possess all of the physical advantages that defined his prime. In particular, Mosley points to the possibility that Floyd has lost some of his former quickness, which could make him more vulnerable to accurate punches.
And now Floyd's not the same Floyd that he was back in the day. So, you know, maybe he's a little bit older and he's not moving as much. And you know that when you get a little bit older, sometimes you don't have the same foot movements, stuff like that, and you're able to get hit with certain shots. So maybe Manny has a chance to get in there and do some stuff. But Manny also has seem like some complications with, I don't know if he had some kind of a stroke or something in the sparring, something like that. I thought I seen. So, I mean, there's stuff going on with him too as well. So, you know, we will see.
Pacquiao typically relies on rapid footwork, explosive combinations, and a relentless offensive rhythm designed to keep his opponent reacting. Mayweather, on the other hand, has traditionally depended on reading his opponent, making adjustments as the fight develops, and finding solutions over the course of each round. That Mosley's evaluation highlights that contrast. He considers Mayweather the tougher fighter to figure out from a tactical perspective, while giving Pacquiao the advantage in raw punching power. In simple terms, Floyd's strength comes from his ring intelligence and ability to adapt, while Manny creates danger through his speed, pressure, and force.
The harder puncher was Manny Pacquiao, but the most difficult was Mayweather.
Okay.
As far as, you know, his IQ. He had a better IQ, but Manny had a harder working, you know, repetition where he'll come at you. He's working hard. He's trying to get you. Whereas Mayweather is more technical and will sit there and pick you.
Following Mosley's analysis, Manny Pacquiao approaches the subject with a much more restrained tone. Rather than adding to the tension, he speaks with composure and confidence while explaining his position. Pacquiao begins by emphasizing values such as humility, discipline, and faith, giving his comments a reflective quality. He then turns toward the central dispute, addressing the reported agreement and the money that was allegedly provided in advance.
If you ask me, as a boxer, I don't need somebody to push me to work hard, work more, but I did. I was put that in my mind when I'm in training. I have to do extra mile to get that condition.
Pacquiao presents his stance without appearing eager to exchange excuses or turn the matter into a heated confrontation. He explains his side directly and calmly, and that measured approach may give his words greater impact because they are delivered without visible anger. Pacquiao has also spoken about the intensity of his preparation, with reports claiming that his training routine involves more than 30 rounds of work each day. Such a demanding schedule suggests that he is approaching the upcoming event as a serious competitive test, rather than simply treating it as an exhibition or promotional appearance.
Purpose of exhibition, that was long time ago, year after our first fight, but I didn't agree. And then I want a real fight. So he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So there's no reason to make excuses of that. So that's true.
At this point, the situation can no longer be viewed as a single, unrelated disagreement. Several separate developments are happening simultaneously, creating a much larger and more complicated picture. Mayweather is reportedly facing financial scrutiny, including the matter involving the IRS. Meanwhile, questions surrounding contracts and his business activities have added further complications. Taken together, these issues naturally leave uncertainty about what may be happening away from public view.
Well,
we all look forward to
yeah,
that
I mean, he signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So there now makes excuses. No.
The situation has now grown into something much broader than a single dispute. Financial concerns, existing obligations, business decisions, outside expectations, and the difference between Mayweather's legendary past and his present circumstances are all becoming part of the same picture. Floyd may still be approaching these matters on his own terms, whether that means modifying previous agreements, stepping back from certain responsibilities, or making sure the eventual result benefits him. The difficulty is that several factors are now connected, while different people continue to watch his choices closely. That is why the bigger issue is no longer simply whether Mayweather and Pacquiao will share the ring again. Financial interests, contractual duties, and public scrutiny are all connected to what happens from here. Throughout his career, Mayweather has built a reputation for controlling situations and planning ahead. But these circumstances appear to be challenging that approach on several fronts simultaneously. And that leads to the key question. What can we actually learn from Floyd's current situation? Is he still managing these complications with the same level of calculation and control that defined his career? Or are the developments around him beginning to expose where that control may have its limits?
I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100?
Before you leave, share your thoughts on everything we covered today in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, help support the channel by giving it a thumbs up, sending it to fellow boxing fans, and subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.